Hey everyone, welcome to Rapid Reviews. So today we're going to talk about episode 4 of The Last of Us, titled Please Hold to My Hand. And as is the case with every episode of this show so far, I really enjoyed the episode. This week we saw Joel and Ellie begin their road trip to get to Wyoming. And in many ways, this episode was kind of the start of a new story. The first 3 episodes worked together as a group because they set the stage for the story. They bring Joel and Ellie together. And by the end of episode 3, Joel is given that shot in the arm that he needs to continue on with his journey. Episode 4 sees Joel and Ellie begin their journey in earnest. And the show continues to do a masterful job to me of managing tension. We get some great action, like the scene where the men ambush and attack Joel and Ellie. We get moments of real drama, like when Ellie reacts to Joel murdering that man who's calling for his mother. And even that scene in itself just has some great drama. That's kind of like, I don't know what I would do if I'm in that situation. He was, screaming for his mom. It's a kind of scary and heart wrenching situation to be in. We get some moments of levity, including the joke book and that that great diarrhea joke, which I'm sure had everybody laughing, including the characters in the show. So this episode just had a little bit of everything. We continue to witness the development of the relationship between Joel and Ellie. In the beginning, in the beginning of the episode, Joel has his wall up and even refers to Ellie as cargo. And by the end of it, we watch as they really bond and become closer by the end of this episode. The dialogue and banter continues to shine, and the chemistry is great. I think Pedro Pascal is doing a great job of portraying somebody who's trying really hard not to pull down that facade, which makes that laughter at the end just cathartic. You could feel it in him. I think you could feel it with as a viewer. It breaks the tension, and I just think it was a wonderful moment. And everything we've had kind of leading up to it really built to that just real full on cracking of his facade. And Bella Ramsey once again continues to be the perfect Ellie. I think she has the right balance of this childlike enthusiasm combined with naivete towards the world, also with some inner demons and some inner trauma that she's also putting up a facade or putting up a mask for. So she's doing a great job of portraying that and starting to show those cracks in the facade as she starts to see the real world being revealed. To a large extent, she has been sheltered in that Fedra zone, and now she's seeing what people are capable of and what the real world is like. And I think we started to see that fear in her, the fear that she's trying to hide, that she uses her humor and her sarcasm to hide. In many ways, this episode is really a setup for things to come, and it did its job. I'm intrigued by Melanie Linsky's Kathleen, but we don't get much of her. I want to know what Henry's deal is and what the hell was rumbling underground. So I think this episode does a great job, in addition to what it gives us, to setting things up and making us excited about what we're going to get. So The Last of Us continues to serve up just excellent and very strong episodes. While this episode wasn't at the level of episode 3, and it's unrealistic to expect every episode to be that, it's still very solid, a great setup for things to come, and my rating for this week is an 8.5.